Hello everyone, welcome back to another season. It's the last week of September here in 2022. We're within the legal time frame of when we can go and set our stands on state game lands, so that's what we're going to do today. We put in a lot of time this summer scouting and walking around some different areas. I think we got a pretty good idea of where we can find these bucks real early in the season. We're getting up-to-date trail cam pictures of bucks. Until the pressure gets on them, we're going to try to get in here and get a buck for Hagen at least. We got some pretty nice basket rack 8 points. Let him pull the trigger on. We're going to do a lot of state game land hunting this year. We're also going to be trying out a bunch of new tactics and gear. So we'll be doing a little bit of saddle hunting this year. Never thought I'd get into that. I was really reluctant to get into it, but getting Hagen, who is 11, into the state game lands and getting him up in a tree stand so we can kill deer, it's just too much work for me to carry the stands in and move them around all the time. So my hopes are, we have this regular hang-on stand. I do have it marked with a tag here where I etched in my CID number, like you're supposed to do if you're going to leave a stand in game lands. We're going to utilize these sticks for today, and we're going to get this up in a tree. And I'm hoping that he has a lifeline and a harness that he can get in this stand, and then I can be tethered in beside him and kind of guide him through, obviously, and help him out. He's still 11 years old. He's got a buck tag and a doe tag. I'm carrying a buck tag and a doe tag for Pennsylvania. Also plan on getting into New York and doing some game land hunting up there. I know Taylor and Gabby and the girls, Leah and Melissa, are very excited to get out and stand. You're going to see a lot of public land hunting this year, so we're looking forward to that. So what we have today, we have a mixed bag of how we're going to set up our saddle gear. Basically, we bought an XOP setup that comes with these 4 sticks. These sticks weigh just over a pound each. When I am hunting by myself, I will be using a saddle most of the time. This XOP stand comes with a little like 14x6 stand, and it weighs in at just over 5 pounds. I'm able to put that in my backpack. A little different than the Lone Wolf setup that I used last year. Last year, I had a really light setup, but I had to carry it over my backpack that I already carry with all my camera gear, which made it super tough on my shoulders. And it was like 60 pounds altogether I was carrying in on my shoulders. Really bulky going through the woods. So the benefit is I can carry these, I can carry my bow, I can carry my backpack, and then that stand fits right in the backpack. So it's a lot easier on my shoulders, and I can get through some of those big brushy areas. So should be a little quieter. I don't think I'm going to use the XOP saddle this year. I did some modifications on that, and I'll probably do a review once I use it a few times. One of my friends gave me this Hawk saddle. I got a couple dump pouches for it. I bought these snaps here, these XOP stands. So if you're climbing, you just separate these, and as you're climbing up, they literally just sit in this bracket. So as you're climbing, you don't have to come back down for the rest of your sticks. They're right beside you. You just pull them out. So bought a couple of those. Gonna use the lineman's belt and the tether that came with the XOP stand, but did end up getting an Ascender. I thought I could just use the Prusik. I was trying to keep it at as low of a base cost as possible. That Ascender actually comes in really handy. So along with that, all of our ladders and our sticks, we'll be using Amsteel this year. So we won't be using the straps. Very excited to see how those work this year. Really quiet, really light, and they don't knot up. You can put them in a huge bundle like that, and they're like hollow, so they don't like to knot up. So we're gonna get up here. We got, I don't know, a couple hundred yards until we get to where we want to be. We're running some cameras up on this ridge. Not a whole lot of acorns this year. The area that we mostly scouted got hit real hard with gypsy moths, but we are finding a bunch of bucks cruising this ridge. Hard horn, decent 8 points, daylight. So we're gonna get up there. We're gonna hang this above the trail. West wind comes this way, and we want to probably go up and around where we're gonna hunt so we don't leave any scent walking in, but the dominant wind is gonna be blowing from the trail up, so we want to be above them, shooting down on them. So we're gonna get in here quick. We're gonna set this up using our lineman's belt, and then we're going to back out in a couple days. We'll hopefully come in and see if we can kill a deer. So thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We look forward to bringing you guys some good hunts. We had some awesome hunts last year with decoys. think we got some spots where we can use that on game lands. Pretty excited. So stay with us and we'll see what we can do this year. And good luck. All right, so I'm up to the point where I want to set this stand up, and I don't know if you can see behind me. Literally right there is a 6-point walk, and I have that buck on camera. He's actually directly downwind. He has no clue what I'm doing. I'll probably walk another 50 yards since I jumped him. He was bedded right here. It's insane. Hopefully there's no pressure like this the first day. These bucks just don't know what's going on. I really regret coming in this late and setting the stand up. He's just right there walking away. That's insane. That's actually one of the bucks I'd like for Hagen to get. He's a beautiful 6-point. So now this is kind of contradicting me, because right now I have a south-southwest wind blowing, and I really want to set up below this trail. But I know that's not the dominant wind for this area. So just up above me, about 20 yards, is that ridge. We've been running the camera over there about 40 yards most of the summer. Been getting a lot of travel through there, and I know, like a west wind, I want to be above that. Right now it's kind of in my own head because I got a wind blowing from the south. There's also a hurricane that's brewing down there, so I think I should have looked at the weather for this weekend, because that wind may stick through the rest of this week. But basically, I was in here a couple days ago and checked the camera. There's hickory nuts falling in here right now. There is oaks in here, but there's no oaks because of the gypsy moths. Or no acorns because of the gypsy moths. So basically, I'm going to find a tree just above this. That way when the deer are coming out, my wind's going to be blowing this way or this way. It's a morning set. Most of the pictures have been in the morning. So I think I'm going to pick a tree somewhere in this line. Alright, so I think I found the tree. Basically, the deer run this ridge right here. And like I said before, the wind is blowing usually this direction. This week it may blow from the south, which there's a hurricane brewing coming up from Florida. But I think right now, there's a lot of cover on this tree right here, this cluster. I think I'm going to try to get our stands up in there right now. And I think we'll kill deer out of this spot. So I'm going to put you down. I'm going to get set up in this stand, and we'll be ready for Saturday. Alright, so we're all set up. You can see here we got the lifeline. All Hagen's got to do is clip into this, and it'll walk loosely tied on the base, and it'll walk up the tree relatively easy with you. But then if you ever fall, that'll catch. That Prusik knot will catch. So that'll take him all the way up. We're only about 12 feet up. I got to remember, his little legs can't reach as high as mine. So I'm going to bring my longer sticks in hopes that we can climb up past the stand. Maybe next time we're out here we can adjust it, but I definitely want him to be able to step over onto it real easy. Got it secured good. Got my tag on it with my CID number. We're overlooking this beautiful ridge. I can just see some deer coming up from this CRP field, hopefully feeding on this ridge the first morning, and we can get a shot. I actually set the stand up, or I got up to set the stand up and forgot he shoots left-handed. So I was on the wrong side of the tree, so I had to come down, move my sticks, come around the backside, and I got him. So his strong side is to the right, and I will just hang here beside him. I might bring my platform and hang it if we decide to sit for quite a while that morning. I think we're going to have some luck here. So let's wait it out and see what happens opening morning.